Hello, everybody. Welcome to my pre-season review of Black Ops 6. Zombies. Well, I wanted to, just because, we're getting new content in literally like 2 days from when I'm recording this. Um, but like, it's nuts. It's fucking nuts. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of go over my thoughts on the whole, you know, preseason and what I liked, what I disliked, what I think can be improved, what I think really should be left alone, when it comes to zombies. So first, we're gonna go into the things I liked about Liberty Falls. I'm gonna go into the maps, and then I will get to the other things. Liberty Falls, I was expecting nothing. I was expecting horseshit because that's kind of what they showed us. It just wasn't a very good map, but it is actually really fun, and it's a fun little casual map that I like to do the camo grind on. Yeah, like the map's great. The map's fucking amazing. I think it's a great casual map. It achieves what it needs to achieve, which is something that is all we can really ask. The Easter egg, I don't like how short and easy it is, but it is a casual map. Like I said, I do prefer longer Easter eggs. I do prefer harder Easter eggs. But it was fine for what it is. It's a nice little free perkaholic every time you go into the game. That was fun. The amount of side Easter eggs is nuts. The amount of attention to detail they put into this game is fucking more than we've gotten in a long time. And it's amazing. It's amazing to be able to have those little tidbits that you're able to just like, oh, I'll just go do this. It's a really good game. I love it. I'm loving it so far. I'm not the biggest fan, and I'll get into this more later on. Not a big fan of the special zombies this year. I think the mangle is um pretty dumb. I'll get into that. The wonder weapon was pretty good. The jet gun comes back. It's good. It's actually fucking amazing. If you use it right, you can manipulate the shit out of it and get as many rounds as you need. Yeah, that's everything good. Bad. There's nothing really bad that I can say that doesn't apply to both maps, which is something that Terminus unfortunately does not have. I love Terminus, but yeah. So I'll get into Terminus now. So Terminus, I believe. Terminus is my favorite of the two. But that was gonna come naturally. I'm not a casual player. I'm very heavy Easter egg orientated. I don't like the tentacle thing that shoots the radioactivity. That shit's just stupid. It interrupts the flow of the game. Sometimes it's random too. Some games I'll just not get it at all. And some games I'll get it every 5 fucking seconds. Which when you're playing solo and doing the Easter egg, that boy step, you're getting fucking hammered by it. And it's just ridiculous. Good things. I love the aesthetic. I love the fucking aesthetic. It's been a long time. I love the Zetsubo no Shima kind of feel to it. Zetsubo no Shima is my favorite Black Ops 3 map, and they took it and they made it fucking big, and it doesn't feel too big to the point where it starts getting boring. Because that was a big concern when I got told, and I mean a couple of my concerns were confirmed, but when I was, when the trailer or teaser came out and they're like, oh, it's going to be the biggest round-based map, I was thinking, no, it's just going to be filler. And to an extent, there are quite big gaps between each thing, which isn't an issue, but it is technically filler. But the map feels great. The map feels great to run through. It feels great to kind of mess around in. I love the elevator, pack a punch. The aesthetic, like I said, the aesthetic's fucking amazing. The Wonder Weapon, I don't like. I actually think that the Beam Master is very Like you have the jet gun in Liberty Falls and it just fucking sweeps. Or it just does this or that. And the Beam Master is just pew pew. And I mean, like I'm glad that it shoots through mangles like a motherfucker, but I don't know, it just feels very unsatisfying using. I like the boss zombie. I really like the boss zombie. I'll bring that out. The boss zombie is actually really fun. I like it. It's a pain in the ass sometimes, but it has clutched me a few times, and I love that. I love that you're able to kind of manipulate it to help you, and I love that shit. I love The Easter egg was great. The Easter egg, it was difficult. Solo, that bomb step, they need to figure something out there because the bomb step's a bit ridiculous solo. Even if they just lower the bomb thing by a little bit, that'd be good. The Easter egg, I'm glad. I'm actually really, really, really glad. And I know that this is quite unscripted. I'm not gonna lie. My multiplayer one is much more scripted because there's just much more to go over. But this is much more unscripted. This is just me kind of rambling because I feel like if I sit there on a script, I'm gonna miss some things, or even I might miss things now. When I saw the trailer and the starting cutscene for Terminus, one of my biggest concerns was kind of the Maya thing, the brother thing. I am so glad they got rid of that. They quickly got rid of that. Like, yes, her whole intention is going to be revenge, but that's fine. We see that all the time. But I am so glad we're not looking for her brother. I'm so glad we just take him out. The boss fight, the Nathan boss fight, the Nathan's the brother, is very difficult. If you don't go in prepared, which at that point you're more than likely not going to, it is really, really difficult, and I love that. I love that about the map because my biggest criticism of Cold War is just too easy. Like, the hardest boss fight was in Outbreak, and that was because of tedium. It wasn't because of actual challenge. But this one felt really challenging. And then the final boss fight, fuck, that was good. We finally got our tentacle monster boss fight. We finally got a difficult boss fight. And I'm really happy about it. I love that boss fight. I think the first part drags on a little bit. The second and third half is just fucking chaos, and I love it. I love it so much. They finally gave us that. I wouldn't say set crew for Liberty Falls, so I'll just put set crew here. Set crew is finally back, and I know that some people don't care. I do. I'm a huge set crew person. I found that Cold War, I was very detached, other than Raptor 1, my beloved. But it's just hard to attach yourself to skins. Um, I love the fact that we finally got that. I think that's it. I think that's everything I can say individually. And now I'll go into coupled together. Before I start going into a bunch of shit, here's my coupled together thoughts on both maps, just zombies in general. So I will start with the positives. I think that the augment system's great. I actually really, really like the augment system. I didn't care too much for Cold Wars. Like, it was too easy, but I also didn't care, like, if it's easy or not. But the augment system is just really good, and I've seen some really fucking cool builds with them. It's been good. It has been very good. The perks that are in, I really like the perks. Melee Macchiato took me a second to get used to until I started seeing its actual benefits. And once you get the augments, it's pretty good. They brought back the original perks, which I know was back in Cold War, but no, it just felt less stupid overpowered. It felt less like you were going to get fucking God mode the second you chugged up Jug. And that leads me into my next huge, huge, huge happy point of this. Zombies is hard again. It is fucking difficult. Oh yes, to an extent, and I'll get into this later. A lot of it is inflated, like it is artificial, which I'll get into later. I do like that not everything's handed to you anymore. I like that even though you start off with a loadout weapon, even if that loadout weapon's overpowered, you start to feel weak. You still feel weak until you start upgrading your thing, the rarity system and all that stuff. Yeah, no, I love it. I love it so fucking much. I'm loving that all this, everything's difficult again. Everything feels like I'm not getting everything handed to me. Another thing, no guided Easter eggs. I know they're bringing in guided in a couple days. But I love the fact that we finally got the Easter egg hunt. I had so much fun sitting there with my several live streams up and just looking for the Easter egg the second that dropped. It was fucking great. I really, 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 really enjoyed it. I love the fact they're bringing Chaos back. People fucking hated Chaos. I felt annoyed by Chaos because of what Treyarch did, where they're like, oh yeah, this is the ending of the Ether storyline. But Chaos has been confirmed to be canon in this game. We may actually see the ending of Chaos, and I'm so happy. I saw that and I nutted. I fucking nutted all over my screen. I am so pleased that Chaos is back. Like, I am so fucking happy. And yeah, like, just knowing that there's a chance that I might see anybody, it's just really good. Vanguard Zombies, I don't give a fuck about. Craft being brought back is just. And Modern Warfare 3's just Reznov, just not Reznov. Why the fuck would I would never shit on Reznov, but yeah, like I just you know I don't care about that shit. But Chaos is fucking epic. I am so excited for Chaos to make its return. Material, all that stuff, and like the fact that things, and it's just small bits alive, like forgot the exact name, bits alive, where like when you're exfilling, when you get killed, scripted events around don't feel too bad. Like, it looks really good. I love those small cutscenes and shit like that. We can see what happens. Like, when you get killed by zombies, you see a fucking zombie ripping your arm off and shit. It's so cool. I enjoy. It's such a small feature, but it is such a welcomed feature. I love it. The Damned 7, I think it is, sounds pretty good. The amount of I know I said this in the Liberty Falls section. I forgot to touch into it on the Terminus. I love the fact that there is many Easter eggs, many small Easter eggs. We're still finding Easter eggs. It's fucking great. The Sam trials, I'm also a huge fan of. Sam trials are just fun to do. I enjoy the fact that you can use them to steadily get set up, especially in this game, where everything's so expensive. You can do them. I do think some of them are a little unreasonable. Some of them are like, what the fuck? Some of them aren't even being, there's no point doing them. But other than that, it's like, you know, it's great. I mean, I'm so happy that they have added all these things to give you an idea, and players don't even have to use them. If you feel like you don't want to do the challenges, you just ignore them. There's no fucking is it infected? Exo zombies infected. You're not gonna get fucking white, which is always good. The gobblegums are back. And they've severely nerfed a lot of them. Some of them I feel like they've nerfed to oblivion, like Soda Fountain. I get that it's only one, like it's like, oh, free perk, but maybe two or three charges, like it's one use. It's not worth bringing, really. I love the fact they brought the Gobblegums back and the new system where you can just get them for doing shit and everything instead of it being like limited. I love it. It is so like satisfying, just kind of like getting them pop up and then having any of them. I do really enjoy that as well. I really like the medals. I fucking love the medal system. That shit. I don't know why. I feel like it just adds more to do. They've done so much, and I love the abundance of shit for this game. I love that I'm able to do certain things, just walk in and fucking, oh, I want to get a diamond medal, I'm gonna get a diamond medal. And I did. I got all the platinum, diamond, platinums, whatever they're called. But yeah, like I really just enjoy the medal system. The melee slot is fine. I would have preferred mule kick, especially in this game, because all the wonder weapons are kind of required to survive past like round 40. If you want to do any damage, if you want to go through the rounds quickly, but it's also good to camo grind. So I feel like mule kick could have been a big thing, but I'll get into that later. Anyway, into the cons. So the cons, I first off, like I said, mule kick. I want mule kick in this game. This is probably the only game that needs it because, and this is going to go into the next thing. Max ammos are fucking scarce. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, but max ammos, out of focus. Max ammos are like fucking non-existent in this game. Like, you know, and it sucks because this is like one of the worst ammo counts we've had since Black Ops 1. I might be slightly exaggerating, but I've noticed there's a huge ammo problem. And I know you can buy ammo, but they've overpriced it. That's a huge, thing for me. The weapon damage. I know that a lot of people are like, oh, it's always been like this. And yeah, to an extent, it has always been like this, but it's never been this bad. I've never seen such a drop off. Like, it gets to around 30, and then you're just fucked. If you don't have the ray gun, and then, you're just fucked. So I hope they bring back double tap or fixed the zombie health, just because it does get a little bit annoying. But yeah, I mean, weapon wise, it's just damage and ammo just feel very fucking non-existent, and so you're forced to use the ray gun. Which another issue. This is probably one of my biggest issues, and I know it's been memed and shit, but the fact that after round 30 you're getting fucking more manglers than zombies. That's hyperbole. Bear with me. The fact that you were getting spammed 700 fucking manglers each round is just ridiculous. It's artificial. It doesn't actually add anything to the fucking game. Like, and I don't even like manglers. I think the only map manglers worked in was actually Firebase Z, and I know that people are gonna be like, oh, go Krovi and shit, but no. Firebase Z was such a good map for these things to come into, because it kind of fit the tedious, the tedium, the boredom, and abominations as well. I just. Is it that hard? Is it that hard just to bring in a fucking special zombie? Just bring the plague counts, for the love of God, please no. The hellhounds, like, just bring back anything, like any mini boss. The hellhounds weren't mini boss, but like, and apparently this next map might have mimics, and I hope the fuck it doesn't have mimics. But yeah, like, the manglers, like, what are they doing? Nobody, like, I don't know anybody who actually likes them as mini bosses. I do not know a single person that likes them as mini bosses, because they're just shit. And in this one, like, I get hit. I'll be behind one, so one will be here, facing this way. I'll be here, and then his fucking beam will shoot backwards without him looking at me. It's a bit ridiculous. And that goes into another point. And I know I'm like, segueing all that shit. But the super sprinters and shit, especially with the new armor system and the new health system, I hate that no matter if you're using Omni movement, no matter if you're using fucking sliding, you're walking past, those zombies do not even have to be looking at you for them to quickly just smack you across the fucking head. And I just don't like it, because it just makes training like AIDS. But you can't fucking camp either. You get bummed by a bunch of fucking manglers. But it's like, I don't like that you can just be like, smacked around as you're walking past. Like, yes, they should be able to somewhat turn around and hit you, but they can do it so incredibly quickly that if you're going up a thing, you're fucked. You're fucked. If you hit below health, unless you are able to, like, really heavily maneuver, you're fucked. You're completely fucked. There's nothing about it, which upsets me. I don't like it. I prefer difficulty coming from my actual slip-ups instead of me trying to get between two zombies that couldn't smack me. And I mean, with the armor system, which I don't like, I'll get into that. It's just shit. It's just fucking shit. Yeah, the armor system. Now, I am a huge anti-armor system person, but the Modern Warfare one is so fucking atrocious. I don't know what it is about Cold Wars, but it kind of felt like it fit in. You guys might agree. I hate the Modern Warfare system. I fucking cannot stand the three-piece armor system, shit like that. And especially with how expensive and shit it is in the game. It's so fucking infuriating. I just can't stand it. But it does negatively impact it, in my opinion. The field upgrades are so bad. Like, I mean, Eat the Shroud and Frenzied Guard is still pretty good. Energy Mine is pretty good. But, like, the new Dark, I forgot what it's called, like the laser thingamajiggy, is so shit. And even if you use it, like, once you hit, like, fucking round, like, 30 or something, it becomes useless. I had to do it for the... But yeah, like, the medals and shit, and it's just bad. It's just so fucking bad. And I just don't like it. It's just, underwhelming as fuck. Another thing that's kind of underwhelming is the weapons. They all kind of feel like an LMG will feel like an LMG. Nothing's really special. But I mean, that's more just because I realize that there's a set couple of weapons that fucking shreds everything, and then there's like the rest. And that's just a problem with the game in general. The balancing problem is fucking awful in this game. Multiplayer campaign somehow. That might have just been because I was on a very high setting, but yeah, it's just that's just a broad spectrum complaint. Everything's really expensive in this game. I don't like how expensive everything is in this game, and especially with the Cold War point system. I think it's called. I think it. Oh no, it was Black Ops 4, wasn't it? When they introduced it. I do not like the whole Black Ops 4 point system because everything's linear, and I know that I like linear, but when it comes to the points, I hate not being able to like fuck around and shit. You know, be like, oh, I'll fucking shoot this dude 25 times in the fucking leg and stab him. Hate not being able to do that. It just, and especially in this game where everything is expensive as balls, opening the fucking map costs, and I mean, obviously I'm exaggerating, but like costs close to as much as it does to pack a punch fully. I just, like the doors, everything's really expensive. That's my problem. But the doors are the worst. The doors are the fucking worst. Like the first door's pretty cheap, and then the rest of them are like 1.5 grand. It's very like, why bother? Especially with the point system. As I said, I'm just a big, I just don't like the point system. But yeah, I feel that a lot of the bad could be fixed. The weaponry and stuff, which is good. It's probably the first COD I can say they can fix everything. But yeah, like I'm just really, really happy that they've been able to kind of sort shit out. Now, this is gonna be the end of the bad, and just kind of my experiences and shit like that. So I really enjoyed this game. This is the first game I've enjoyed high rounding since World War Two. Because World War Two was awful Easter egg wise, but it was really, really good high rounds because of how difficult it was. But yeah, like it's just fun to do. Getting around 100, 150 was actually enjoyable. It didn't feel like a fucking drag. Treyarch needs to calm down on trying to ruin people's funds, like getting rid of strategies. I'm okay with them getting rid of glitches, get rid of as many glitches as you want, but strategies is just out a little too far. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Overall, I think zombies is back. I think we've finally gotten our shit together. I'm just really happy that we're finally getting fed. Like, we've been neglected for so fucking long, and then what's this? It turns out there's a new map coming out before the end of the year, which I do believe they had prepared beforehand. But yeah, like it's just so cool. It's so cool, and I am so fucking glad that I can come back to zombies and enjoy zombies again. And even though it has its issues, the issues don't overshadow the good. Um, it's just yeah, like we're back, and the set crew and shit like that. Like we're finally getting everything we've asked for, and more and fucking more. And yeah, like everything looks good. I love the zombies. Special zombies need fixing, but yeah, like overall, I love the game. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. And I know I'm probably one of those people that like, but really suck at its dick. But I have genuinely not had this much fun in a very long time, and I am just really grateful that we got a good game this year. Um, but yeah, would I recommend buying it? Fuck yeah. Fuck. I can't believe I'm saying this about a COD, but I would recommend buying it. I'd recommend spending your money on it. It is worth it. It has the content. It has good content. It has, easy, hard, like it's got all that shit, you know. And I'm excited to see just how much content we're getting. And yeah, like just overall buy it. Overall spend your money. it'd be spent well. Something I haven't been able to say about a Call of Duty in a long time. I'm looking forward to everything, and I'll be definitely, doing Easter egg guys. I've been a bit slack with side Easter egg guys. I need to fix that, but I've just been, quite busy in my personal life. I'm excited to see what the next season has in store for us. I'm really excited for that. And yeah, I do hope that you guys had the experience I did where you love the game, you enjoy the game. And yeah, I'll see you guys, especially when the zombies content update drops. And yep, I've been Tarrius. Have a good day. Toodles.